Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. Vivica, beloved. Okay, you're gonna have to let Curtis Jackson go at some point. I know that you are alpha widowed, but it's your fault. You admitted it several times over the years that the reason that you and 50 didn't make it is because you couldn't get out of your own way and you were being masculine with him in the relationship. Okay. And 50 was not going for it. He wasn't going for it then. Certainly would not go for it now. He just strike me as the type of dude that ain't never let no woman run him. Whether he was going to be rich 50 Cent or in the street 50 Cent, he just don't seem like he was ever the type to let no woman just put no battery in his back. What you talking about? Which is why women wanted him so bad. So we got Miss Vivica, and I don't know where she is answering questions, but this is the snippet from one of the questions. Supposedly, this was like, what would she tell her 17-year-old self if she could go back and give herself advice?
Chased after their dreams. Don't date 50 Cent. Don't date no damn rappers. Yes. Wait, just so you know, it took me years to be able to laugh about it. Right. I had to learn to laugh, not to cry no more. But I did it. Yes. To chase.
Beloved, we don't care, baby. That man, you think about that man so much because he was the one that got away. We know. And 50 said, baby, ain't nobody finna catch me. He might get married when he go ahead and age a little bit more, get a little bit older, and things of that nature. And first of all, he aged and you mess around and got old. And that's a difference. Okay, Miss Vivica. And I'm not here to laugh at what age that she at. That's not the problem. He aged and she got old. It's a difference between aging and getting old. And Vivica messed around and got old. Okay. And it is not good for her. Because she messed around and got old instead of just aging, and did not do that very well because she did not keep her body up. We don't expect her to stay 135 pounds, 140 pounds. Okay, menopause snatch that dream right out there. As we can see her fanning herself, baby, because I know that. I know about that hot flash, baby. So menopause ain't gonna let you stay that small, no how. But you could have stayed in the gym. You didn't have to get big. You didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? You had enough money and enough resources to more or less keep yourself up better than what you did. Your attitude, Miss Vivica. It's not good. I don't think that, and from what I have seen of Miss Vivica's behavior on her own platforms, different interviews, different ways that she interact with people, she does not seem to be a very nice person. Vivica does not seem to be a very amicable person. She just don't strike me as nice. You know, when I say nice, I don't mean a pushover. I mean like a kind person, like a person that people want to be around and people are happy to work around and happy to work with. It just don't seem that way. I could be wrong because I don't know her personally, but what I know of her in terms of what I've seen publicly be displayed, it's not good. And not being able to let that energy go from 50 Cent. See, young women need to take this into accountability. They need to take this as a lesson, and they're not going to take it as the lesson that they should. They're going to take her word at face value. Yeah, these men are not this and that. Don't date 50 Cent and don't date rappers. Dating 50 was not your problem. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Dating 50 was not your problem. 50 Cent was not the problem in the relationship, Miss Vivica, you were. So the advice that you should have been giving your 17-year-old self as you age was stop being a problem to the men that you want. If you would close your mouth more and listen more, you'd have been in a better position to now at age 60, 60 plus, to be in a fulfilling relationship with a man that love you and one that you love, and y'all can be cool together. Baby, we aging together, baby. We laid up in this nice bed in this penthouse with our feet rubbing together, baby. Okay? We got the theater size screen and all of that, but we still laid up here with our feet rubbing together. We sure is. Okay? You've been comfortable with a man. You'd have been comfortable not only with a man or some man, you would have been comfortable with a man that you wanted, that y'all mutually wanted each other. So harping back on don't date rappers and don't date 50 Cent as if 50 was the problem all them years ago, lets me know that you still have not come to the Lord and really just took a look at your own self and did real self-reflection about why you are, again, 60 plus. You've had a career. You was the finest thing going, especially when you was young. Okay? And review your romantic choices and other choices in your life that would have impacted your romantic life. And just take inventory of those things. These were not good choices on my part. Not they weren't good choices because the other people had this or that going on with them. And I'm pretty sure 50 was not a perfect guy or whatever. Nobody's perfect. But what you have to do is you have to take accountability for your own, the way how you showed up in the relationship. You have to take accountability for how you show up. And again, she partially has done that by admitting that, I was kind of like doing this and doing that. And 50 didn't like, and 50 came out and said, you know what? Basically, it was her. And I tried not to let it go that way, but I'm also not finna beg nobody. I'm not finna beg her to be with me. She could go ahead on just like the other ones. And I may not have necessarily wanted her to go ahead on, but if you're going to be playing around and you're going to be acting a fool, and I don't have to have these same conversations with you over and over and over now, I ain't really got that type of patience to be, you're going to have to straighten up and fly right now. She didn't understand what position she was in even then because she was older than 50. The reason she's so stuck on it is November of 2025. And the reason why she still allows 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson name to come out of her mouth, especially in these ways, is because that was the last real ship of the man she wanted. I'm pretty sure there were men after him that wanted her, but she didn't like them for whatever reason. She liked him. Okay. Because 50 was basically the thug in a suit. He was the thug in a suit. Came out the street, You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third, but yet had a lot of business acumen too. He wasn't a stupid Negro in the street. We can tell that. We can hear it when he speaks, when he talks. He was never stupid. He was just in the street. And that's appealing because he's both sides of the coin. He's the dude that ain't nobody about to step to him because he carry that energy, whether he in the street or not, whether he in that suit or not, baby. He's the type of dude, you walk in the room, you know that there's certain things you can't say to him. And if you a woman ever been around a man like that, you know what you know. If you know. Okay? Men respect them, women like them. It is what it is. Because of the energy and the aura that he carrying. I can already tell that's the type of guy he is. Okay? So I know why. Women know why. She keep on, but it's not fruitful. It's not good for her. It's not a good look for her because he don't talk about her. He don't talk about her unless she start talking about him too much. He don't mention Vivica. Okay? And as much as 50 will troll and clown and stuff like that, he don't do a whole lot of clowning on her. He do a little bit. But you know what I'm saying? He don't get too inappropriate. But every 8 to 9 months, she got something to say about regarding that man. Leave that man alone. What was that? The early mid 2000s? Y'all was together early 2000s? Girl, it is headed on into 2026. And you old. Baby, if you ain't figured it out yet, baby, you ain't gonna never figure it out. And you've been the problem ever since then because you still have not popped up with no man. The only reason 50 ain't popped up with no wife because he don't want now. Because I guarantee you they be lined up. 50 don't want no wife. He may want a woman, but he don't want to do that marriage thing. He just seemed like he just over that. But you could have been the wife. You actually could have been, and that's what's eat her up. That's what eat her up. Because he ain't got married because he don't want to be married, not because he can't. And she realizes that she could have actually filled that slot and kept it. She'd have been married to him right today. Because 50 looked like he wasn't finna go nowhere. Now he might have a little something on the side, but he wasn't gonna leave. And you was gonna be his woman. And if you know what I'm saying, show up correct, he'd have let you have a little piece of some of these little businesses and little ventures and stuff like that he was doing. You help him with that. You know what I'm saying? And this, that, and the third. Just come with him. You know what I'm saying? Just ride with him. Roll with him. Rock with him. She could have did it, but hard-headed, selfish, full of herself, arrogant, don't want to listen. She too good to be listened. You know, she liked them, but on the other hand, she Vivica Fox, and she ain't got to do with no little hood Negro talking about. Okay, but you still talking about that same little quote unquote hood Negro that couldn't tell you nothing in 2000. What was it, 7 or whatever it was? But you talk about him. He don't talk about you, ma'am, at all. Grow up. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, is the Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.